everybody, it's KelseeBrianaJai here with my best of beauty 2016, my beauty favorites, my ride or dies, my absolute loves. Now, I really took my time devising this list. I have everything organized into categories, and these are just products that either A, I fell in love with in 2016, or B, they were released in 2016 and they just kind of worked their way into my heart, if you will. So I was kind of going back and forth. Should I put products that I use all the time in here? And I was like, no, you guys know what my favorite products are, and if you don't, I will have it linked down below. It's like if I had to start up with my collection, what would I pick? And those will be the products. So these are products that are like in addition to that. So of course I use like my ride or die products all year, but these are products that I either just started using or they released and I really loved it this year. So I want to know what some of your favorites are down below. So leave me a comment telling me what some of your favorite products are, and also tell me 2 things that you want to see happen in the beauty industry this year. Tell me in the comment section. Let's have a conversation. But with no further ado, let's kick off this favorites. Starting off with skincare. So I've been kind of going through a few things. So I found some products this year that really helped me clear up my skin, and my skin is looking better than ever. One brand that really captivated my heart is Drunk Elephant, and I absolutely love 2 products by Drunk Elephant. One of them is the Be Hydra Intensive Hydration Gel. I love that mixed with the Drunk Elephant Pure Marula Oil, and oh my gosh, it's like the perfect combination. It's got my skin looking dewy in the wintertime, and I love that. It's definitely one of my ride or die products, and I don't see myself switching that out anytime soon. I am in love with the Drunk Elephant oil, and on its own, the Be Hydra, I don't really care for it by itself, but mixed together, it's like the perfect combination. And something that I found during the Sephora VIB sale is the Sun and Park Beauty Water. Oh my gosh, I absolutely love that little step that I add in. After I wash my face, I get one of my Shiseido cotton pads and I go over my face with that, and that just really gives me an extra layer of moisture. It's very lightweight, and I really love it. It doesn't leave my skin feeling tight like if I were just to leave it by itself with water. It gives me a little bit of oomph in there, and I absolutely love that stuff. And lastly, for one of my favorites in 2016, it's definitely Retin-A. I went to my dermatologist. I got prescription Retin-A. My skin looks better than ever. I definitely have to give that to Retin-A, because before that I was getting like adult acne, and it just was like really affecting my self-esteem. So Retin-A really helped clear out my skin and a lot of the marks that I had on my skin, and I definitely will be doing a skincare video coming up soon, so make sure you subscribe to see that. This year I tried a lot of foundations. Back in the summertime I did the foundation frenzy, where I talked about so many different foundations. I talked about my foundation routine, and I reviewed a lot of different foundations. So in doing that, I found some really good foundations, as well as I feel like for me 2016 was the year of foundation. So I tried so many different ones, and all of them are in my loves list right now. The first one that really stole my heart is the La Mer the Soft Fluid Longwear Foundation, and that foundation is absolutely amazing. Yes, it's pricey, but oh my gosh, it looks so much like skin, and it just makes your skin look glowy. It just looks like you have the most healthy skin there is, and I absolutely love that foundation. That definitely is like my top foundation that I found this year. Like no other compares to it on this list, but I do still love these other foundations equally, but the La Mer one comes first. The next one is the Hourglass Vanish Seamless Foundation Stick. Oh my gosh, that's a mouthful. I did a review on that back in the summertime, and I knew I would really like it in the winter, and I do. I've been wearing it a ton this winter, and I feel like it just gives a nice coverage. It's like a satin finish, and I really love the way that it looks. My summer favorite though was most definitely the Urban Decay All Nighter Foundation, because that stuff is not going anywhere. It's not budging, and I love that all summer. Anytime I had somewhere to go and you don't want your foundation to be running down your face, I ran to the Urban Decay All Nighter Foundation. My drugstore favorite is the Milani Correct and Conceal Foundation, and I didn't really expect to like this foundation as much as I did, because I thought it would be too thick when I swatched it on my hand when I bought it, but actually it's a gorgeous foundation. Milani is a great line. I hope that they expand on the colors in the future so that a lot more people can wear it, but I definitely love that foundation because it gives you such good coverage, but it's still breathable on the skin, and it just looks flawless. Next is the Burberry Cashmere Soft Matte Foundation. Now, if you guys remember back in March when I purchased it, I got it by mistake. I was actually kind of contemplating buying it, and I had a few colors in my cart. I took it out because I wanted to buy the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette, and I accidentally bought that instead. I was mad. I was trying to cancel it. Sephora was like, no, it's already processed because your rouge is going out. You're gonna get it. You can take it back or whatever, but you're getting it. So I got it, and I looked at it and I was like, well, it can't hurt if I try it because they have to damage it out anyways. But I tried it. It was the perfect color, and I absolutely love it right now because it's a very lightweight foundation. So on days where I want to do more natural makeup and not so glam. And lastly, the foundation that I really liked this year was the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea foundation. I feel like that foundation was absolutely gorgeous. It's a water-based foundation. I stopped wearing it because it got too light in the summertime, like early in the summertime. It got really light, and I just never revisited it. But it was a beautiful foundation when I could wear it. Honestly, I think that I still have a little bit of my tan left over, just a pinch, because when I was wearing it back in, I guess, early spring, it was the perfect color. But I really love the formulation of it. It feels so hydrating on the skin, and it gives me such a pretty finish. It just looks very healthy and glowy. Next is concealer. Oh my gosh, again, 2016 definitely was the year of the concealer. I feel like every major brand for the most part put out a new concealer. The first one is the Smashbox 24-hour waterproof concealer, and I really like that one because it's very lightweight. It's going to give you a nice natural finish. The only thing that I don't really like about that one is the color range is not as extensive as I like, so I probably have to go and get another one. But I really like that one just because you can throw it on and it's a nice lightweight concealer. Second concealer that's on everybody's list is the Tarte Shape Tape concealer, and that concealer is so bomb. I love it. Everybody else pretty much loves it. You put it on and it's a full coverage concealer, but it's not cakey, so it's going to give you a nice amount of coverage under your eyes. I have it on now. I wear it all the time, and it just really makes my under eye look more filled in and fuller and just plump, and it doesn't settle into my fine lines. And it is definitely one of those products that a lot of people can wear, and I loved it. I loved it this year. I'm going to continue loving it, and I feel like Tarte just really knocked it out of the park with that one. Next, moving on to eyeshadows. Oh my gosh, so many palettes came out this year. As far as eyeshadows, to be honest guys, I love these eyeshadow palettes, but I really am ready to retire them in 2017. I feel like I spent the entire year talking about these eyeshadow palettes that I'm about to say. Like all year, that's all I talked about was these eyeshadow palettes. The first eyeshadow palettes that I really started loving this year are the Natasha Denona 28 eyeshadow palettes. And when I first saw them, I was super obsessed with them in 2015, but I wasn't able to get my hands on them until 2016 when they were released on Beautylish. When I got them, I was absolutely smitten with them. So then when she released the Star palette, I was like, oh, for sure I'm getting that too, because if it's anything like the 28 eyeshadow palettes, I have to have all of them. I got the Star palette. The Star palette is different, but I still love it in a different way. So I really have been loving my Natasha Denona eyeshadow palettes. I actually brought one with me traveling, so I still love them. I love them enough to travel with them. The second one is the Huda Beauty Rose Gold palette, and I didn't really know what to expect when I first got the palette. Honestly, it could have gone so many different ways just because the reviews on this palette were so mixed. So many people were like, I don't like it, I don't like it. Some people were like, I love it, I love it. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna get it for myself and see what I think. I did a few videos with that palette, so I will have that link down below as well. I think I'm going to make a playlist with all of the products that I talk about in this video, so you guys can just easily find it. It's like reviews, tutorials, and all that good stuff like that. I'll have that in a playlist. The Master palette by Mariah. Who can forget that? Like, that was so highly anticipated. It was a great palette. That's personally my favorite palette Anastasia has ever done, and that palette was so bomb because it was so reminiscent of the Kardashians. The Max Say Chic palette was an unexpected hit for me as well. I didn't even know it was coming out. I was browsing in Nordstrom, I was looking, and I was like, what is that? I need that. Bought it, loved it, used it consistently for like 2 months, and it's still one of my top favorite palettes that MAC has ever done. If MAC gives us hot fire like that again this year, I'm gonna go broke because I'm gonna have to buy all of them. the Modern Renaissance palette. Now, I love this palette. Don't get me wrong. It's just like I said. I feel like I'm like beating a dead horse. Like, the Modern Renaissance palette is good. I feel like, how many times can I tell you guys that? But I know that this palette definitely made its way into everybody's Best of Beauty video this year, just because it was such a highly talked about palette. It was so versatile for so many different people. And the palette just, it was a great quality palette. And it was just different at the time. The Too Faced Sweet Peach palette. So right now it's available on Sephora.com and online at other retailers. For some of you guys who didn't get a chance to get your hands on it the first time, because the first time when it came out, it was so highly anticipated that it sold out. Like, people were going crazy about it, and it's because that palette is just cute. It's such a cute, nice quality palette, and it smells like peaches. Like, the Makeup Geek / Manny MUA palette, that was one of my favorite collaborations, just because that palette was so wearable for me. Like, that palette really spoke to me, and the colors chosen, like, if I made a palette, I probably would have something super similar to that. Like, I would probably add like maybe 3 more colors, and it would just be a Kelsee palette. Also, I really loved a Chanel quad, not necessarily a palette. The Chanel Candor et Experion, I think is how you pronounce it, came out with their fall collection. Kristen Stewart was a model for them. That eyeshadow quad was absolutely phenomenal, and I can definitely tell that Chanel has gotten a new creative director. The quality of the eyeshadows in that quad are far superior to their other eyeshadows, and I'm so excited to see what they release in 2017. And lastly, this isn't a quad, but this is a stack from Melt Cosmetics. It is the gunmetal stack, and I purchased this in 2016. I wear it all the time when I want a smoky eye. I actually have it on right now, and I love it. It's just a gorgeous, gorgeous stack. Melt Cosmetics makes some of my favorite eyeshadows, and I definitely love their other ones, but I purchased them last year, so I was like, I'm not gonna put them in there, but they were in heavy rotation this year as well. But the gunmetal stack, I bought it this year, and I've loved it ever since I bought it. Still use it all the time. I actually wore it to the Beyonce concert. My list of highlighters is so long. Like, I had to really narrow it down. The first thing that I was super excited about in 2016 highlighter wise was the MAC Extra Dimension highlighters. They came out and they made some permanent, and I was so geeked about them. So of course I ordered them as soon as I could. So I really love them. The only one that was just not an absolute love for me was the silver one. Show Gold Beaming Blush in Double Gleam. Gorgeous. Need them. Need them. Also this year, MAC answered every makeup lover's prayers by re-releasing the oh so popular Whisper of Guilt. They released it in a compact where it had another Extra Dimension product in there, a blush. It was such a gem, and I wish they would make both of those products permanent and quit playing with us already. Next, I really became fans of the Anastasia Glow Kits this year, just because she came out with one that I absolutely love, the Moonchild Glow Kit. Like, when I first saw that, I was utterly obsessed with it. A red highlighter, a green highlighter, an ice blue highlighter. Like, Anastasia really outdid herself with that. And then second runner up to that is the Sweets Glow Kit, and it's so cute. I wear that one all the time, and I love how metallic it is, and it's definitely one of my favorites. Cover FX released some hot fire this year. When they released their liquid highlighter drops, oh my gosh, I was like, I'm done. They were so pretty. I was so obsessed with them. I was in Sephora, and I just remember like literally like almost falling over at how beautiful they were. My favorite one is Sunset, just because it's so pretty on my complexion, and it'll be so pretty on deeper complexions as well. But deeper complexions, if you get Candlelight, girl, you need that. Okay, so this product, when I first got it, I liked it, but I didn't love it, and now it has grown to a love. I have to have it everywhere I go. This is the Tarte X Makeup Shayla Contour Palette, and I use it so much. I'm about to hit pan on one of the contour shades. Tarte makes contour palettes for everybody, and then they made one for the brown babies, and I was so here for it. Another YouTuber / beauty guru collaboration, the Becca X Jaclyn Hill Champagne Pop Palette. Oh my gosh, it took, I probably just stopped using using that like hardcore in October. So from May when I got it to October, it was in consistent rotation. The Estee Lauder X Victoria Beckham highlighter, oh my gosh, I had to hunt that down. So when I got it, I was like, oh my gosh, it's so stunning. It's so weighty. It feels so luxurious. It's so Victoria Beckham. It's giving us all of the posh spice teas. Like, it is the essence of her, and it is a gorgeous highlighter. I thought I had this product since 2015, but when I went back and looked at my haul video and my review of it, I realized I bought it this summer. The Tom Ford The Afternooner. It's one of those products that I feel like I've just had in my beauty collection all my life. And it's so gorgeous. It has a highlighter, a blush, and a bronzer, and it's just perfect for the summertime. It's actually perfect all year. It's just perfect in every way that you can think. The packaging is perfect. The mirror is perfect. The formula is perfect. And if you've never tried anything Tom Ford, I would say try that out first as far as like blushes and highlighters and bronzers and stuff go. And lastly, the Hourglass Ambient Strobe Lighting Highlighter in Brilliant. On days when I didn't want a whole lot of highlighter, when I wasn't about this super bling blow pow life, like that's what I would put on, and it just, it's a nice sheen. Not today. Today I'm about that glow, but it was just like a nice sheen. Next, lipsticks. There wasn't a lot of new lipsticks that came out this year, which is kind of disappointing for me, but the ones that I did gravitate towards are the MAC Lip Tensity, and I didn't even know that I was going to love them as much as I did. Those lipsticks are gorgeous. They are super drenched in pigment, and they feel comfortable on the lips, and they have so many different colors. I love them. MAC released the Bangin' Brilliant collection where they had so many color extensions on all of their different lipstick finishes. And then the frost that they added on, they're so different, so unique. So I really love their concept with that, and I look forward to see what else they're doing this year as far as adding on their lip line. And then an eternal favorite is the Bite Beauty Amuse Bouche lipsticks. Oh my gosh, those lipsticks are just go to Sephora, go swatch one. It's like at this point 40 of them, and pick a color, because they're the best. They're amazing. Liquid lipsticks. Tried a Kylie liquid lipstick for the first time that I absolutely loved. It's the Kylie Jenner Lip Kit in Love Bite. AA+ for me. And I really love the Huda Beauty liquid lipstick in the one that I got, which is Spice Girl, and I wore it all the time during the fall. It was like the perfect fall nude lipstick. Dose of colors. Oh my gosh, I wore Cork to death. Like, I had to like stop myself from wearing it in another video. It's like, Kelsey, hey, we can't keep wearing that in every video. So Cork and then Mood, oh my gosh, those liquid lipsticks captivated me. As far as blushes go, so I have my staples that I use all the time. You see me use all the time on my channel. The two more that snuck into my everyday rotation are NARS Gina and Chanel Rouge Profonde. And I love those blushes. Those definitely are my two top blush picks for 2016. Lip gloss. I loved my Bite Beauty Gold lip gloss. Like, when I first saw that, that's how I felt. Like, just super hype. Because, you know, sometimes you see a gold lip gloss and it's super sheer. Not that one. That one was really gold, and I love it. MAC released a Vamplified lip gloss in the color Pamela. It's like the lip gloss equivalent of the color Whirl, and I loved that. And then I started buying all these Anastasia glosses, so I have so many colors that I love, but I love that formula. And I was kind of late to the game with it, but now that I know, like, those are one of my absolute favorite lip glosses of all time, because they're thick and they're pigmented, just like I like them. Eyelashes, Lily Lashes, bought maybe like 6 or 7 pairs, and they are such good quality lashes. They are so dramatic. If you're not a fan of the dramatics, then these lashes probably aren't for you, but for those of you girls who just like to kind of go for it, these lashes are the ones you need in your life. So this is going to be really hard to believe, but I just started using the Tom Ford Eye Defining Pen this year. I mean, from, you know, my YouTube videos, you would think me and that Tom Ford Eye Defining Pen go way back, like 4 flats on a Cadillac. But no, I just started using it this year, and it quickly has become my absolute favorite liquid eyeliner, and it just is, it's better than all the other ones. Like, it just is. far as tools go, I have a good amount of tools that I really liked, but to narrow it down to my favorites, the Artiste Oval 7 brush definitely was one of the top tools that I bought this year, just because that brush just eliminates me wasting so much product, and it gives me such a beautiful even finish of foundation. Next, the Ciroc Lash Curler. I've needed that for years. It just gives your lashes so much curl. It makes them look so much more voluminous. It makes my mascara just look like it's doing a way better job, because without that, like, every mascara was just like super like whatever for me. But with that, new lashes, who dis? And then the last tool that I have to talk about is the MAC 170 brush. I love that brush. It looks like a little mushroom or a little eraser. I love it to put on foundation. I love very tightly compacted foundation brushes, and that just fits right in that criteria. So we are really down to the last bit of this video, and now I want to talk about my absolute favorite collections that were released in 2016. The first one that I want to talk about is the MAC X Taraji P. Henson collection, because I loved every single product that I got from that collection, and I wore those products for weeks. That's a long time for me, mind you. Like, you guys know I buy makeup every day, so for me to wear something over 3 days is a lot. So I loved it. I love the highlighter, I love the blush, I love the lipstick. I just really hope that they expand on that collection in the future, because it has so many great pieces for women of color, and I definitely am interested to see what they could potentially do if they were to expand upon that collection. In the Chanel La Rouge collection, so right up my alley. Like, turn right here, you have now arrived to Kelsee Alley. So different for Chanel, and the quality was there for every piece. Lastly, my most favorite makeup purchases all year, I think you guys can probably guess, I don't know, the MAC Mariah Carey. I waited all year for this. Like, when I first saw that they were collaborating again with Mariah Carey and it was going to be a big collection, the big holiday collection, I screamed. I did, because I already knew I wanted all of it. Lipsticks had a butterfly on it and a sparkly packaging, trimmed in gold. What more can you ask for? We have an extra dimension skin finish with her face in it. That collection just was like, if MAC can top that collection, I don't know. We'll see if they can top that collection, because that collection was everything. EVERYTHING, everything. So these are my best of beauty products for 2016. Next year, I am looking forward to seeing more lipsticks from companies. Not liquid lipsticks, but just regular lipsticks. I want some more traditional lipsticks. I'm ready for that again. I want to see new blushes from companies. I'm ready to see that. And I kind of want companies to pump the brakes on eyeshadow palettes, liquid lipsticks, and highlighters, because we have more than enough. So I want to see something more innovative next year. I want to see companies push the envelope. I want to see something new. I want to see new formulas, new colors, new concepts, just everything new. So tell me what some of your favorite products are down in the comment section, and I will see you guys later. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribed. And as a special surprise, I have some bloopers of me throughout the year, so enjoy that. I think they're pretty funny. So I'll talk to you guys later. Next is okay. That was so extra. What's up, everybody? It's Bird and in a red. Excuse me, honey, but nobody's in my lane. But oh, I have to make sure I want a spider. Keep me still. But of all times. Just go ahead and go to sleep like this, because I like to go to sleep flawless, because when I wake up I want to look flawless, because you know why. So I just go sleep with a full face of makeup, and I wake up and I see what happens. And anytime somebody sneak up on you and want to take a picture while you sleep, you can already have it together. So it's just like, you can hashtag that and just be like sleep poses. A lot of times I just go to sleep in my outfit that I was gonna go ahead and wake up in anyways, ready to go, just ready to roll, ready to roll. All you gotta do when you get up, put your hair in a tighter ponytail. Your makeup already is done and flawless, but you may have to touch up your lipstick depending on whether or not you feel like brushing your teeth that day. But if you do, then you just kind of open your mouth a little bit wider and then put the toothbrush all the way in the back and make sure you don't hit the lips.
I was on the plane with the wine. You can call me Whitley. I go to hell, man.
Let me know what you gonna buy in 2016. 2016, let me know what you gonna buy in 2016. I'm very, very curious as to what your thoughts are. Yeah.
I didn't know. Oh, okay.
If you don't know, now you know.
Now you know, you know.